And I also want to invite you, not this coming Saturday, but the next Saturday, what's that, 16th? To 15th? 16th. To a workshop. Jim and Thomas and I have been putting it together on faith sharing. It's about an hour and a half or so for us. Two and a half, 9 to 11:30, and but with a break in there too. And it's just a one-off kind of a event. No commitment, no reading material you have to bring or a book you have to buy or anything like that. Jim would start out by talking about what not to do when you're talking with people, or in our presentation or our witness of our faith. There's just things that seem good at the time, but then turn people off or make it difficult for them to talk with us about their faith. And so he's going to kind of do that side, and then I'll come up and do what to do. How to share faith. Why we share faith. Should we care about sharing faith with somebody else or talking to them about our experience with Jesus? And we'll look at some theology around it, a little bit of theology like, God is a sending God and things like that. But we'll also talk about some ways we can involve and share. Hey, Linda. That's all right. Ways that we can talk to people who if they wish to talk. When is someone open to hearing about faith? Is it our job to make sure that they are? Maybe you've got someone in your family and you just really want to be able to talk about faith with them, and we won't be coming to provide you a script as so much as say, here are ways to share your experience. Maybe here are some moments to kind of open doors to be aware of when you're talking to somebody. Talking about the faith sharing workshop. How to build and how to be in a relationship of trust with someone so that they can hear you and not dismiss what you're saying or anything like that. And if they do, what do you do about that? And then active listening and some things too, and then some ways to what a conversation looks like, and that when and how eventually you might be able to say, Jesus invites you to give him your heart, and kind of go to that place with that conversation. And it's a language that helps. A lot of times we feel inadequate. Doing this because I know that I think that's a common experience, is people feel inadequate about how to talk about faith, and they want to, and it can be awkward. But when you do this, you'll find it might not be quite as awkward as you thought, and you might find that you're not quite as inadequate as you thought. And so because we'll uncover kind of what God is doing and all that. I haven't really looked for sign up. We did make a sign up sheet, and a couple of you here have RSVP'd about it. But it's an all come. It's a y'all come. Are we getting any kind of interest among you, or anybody that feels like they can come out, would like to come out?
At the recent women's program, Becoming Heart Sisters, there were several women that specifically asked for that. So I thought that was kind of timely.
Good.
Right? So
good, very much.
There certainly is interest.
Well, come back and when you talk to them, if you can, between now and then, can you?
Oh, I've already let them know.
Go back and say, hey,
right on.
Remember we heard about this? Y'all come out. Good. Well, please come out. We'd really like to see you, and we're excited about it. We think you'll like it a lot.